Krew Season Podcast. We are back for episode 52.
52.
That's a good number. Thank y'all. Hold your applause. Thank you.
We're doing something a little bit different today. Kenny T and Smooth are not in the building today.
Right.
Family emergencies. They had to go take care of some business, but they'll be back.
But we have two familiar faces on the podcast. We got Filthy Dre in the building. We got Red in the building. We got AC in the building.
Feel weird. Feel weird.
And it's your boy OT, Mr. Bitches.
See, that's the last time I'm letting you in. So that's the last time. You was doing good.
You see, you give niggas an inch, they got to take.
Hey, you got to. You never know when you gonna get it again.
He threw a curveball in there, boy.
Every time, man. But yeah, man. Welcome to the pod, man. Again, Kenny and Smooth is taking care of some business, man. But they'll be back. But again, we got family in the building. If y'all are familiar with the movement, then y'all are familiar with the men that are sitting at this table.
For sure.
And before we get started, man, I want y'all to introduce yourselves for the people that don't know. But I mean, everybody should know. But introduce yourself. Let everybody know what y'all got going.
So if you don't know who I am Filthy Dre. You know what I'm saying? That's my alias. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the building, media personnel. I sell clothes. I do a lot of different things. So yeah, I'm back. Ladies, I know you miss me, but here I go.
They've been asking for you
Right.
too.
I be seeing that shit crazy. Mm-hmm. I appreciate the love. I'm flattered. I must say. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Red. I'm Red.
Man himself.
You know what I'm saying? I was on episode 30-something on the YouTube videos. I was on a couple of episodes, man. Y'all seen my face at me, especially if you've been supporting the movement. So, I'm also a part of the S5 podcast.
S5.
The host of that. And, just out here doing my dammy,
So we in the building. Shout out to Smooth and shout out to Kenny.
Shout out to Kenny and Smooth.
Shout out to the legends, man. My guys.
This is episode 52.
There you go.
Straight like
Hey,
that.
your Spanish getting sharper, boy. I'm proud of you.
And boy, you on Babel or what, bro?
I'll do a little something here and there.
Oh, okay.
Let me ask you this. Are you going to the Hundo? You going to be able to do this?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to the Hundo. The Hundo is CN. That's easy, baby. We going to get there.
Damn.
We going to get there.
That boy already got it ready.
Pre-pro.
In the tuck. All right.
Yeah, man.
I hear you.
Y'all boys good, though. Before we get this started, again, we always speak about our black men don't check on each other. So we got to check on mental, health. How y'all boys doing? Everything is going decent in y'all lives? Everybody okay?
Hey, man, everything is everything. Appreciate you for asking. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? So we good.
I would say the same, man. My life is good. I just recently came into some opportunities that are, be putting your boy, not just a few thousand more in his pocket, but I'm talking numbers.
Okay.
Hey, look.
Lil Brody.
You know what I'm saying? Hey. And if anybody know, I'm a technician, so you need some alarms, some CCTV, which is cameras. Burger alarms, fire alarms. Yeah, hey, y'all need it, hit me up.
Yeah, I know they want that, man. Everybody be posting their little videos on social media from the house and all that. I know y'all need it. You know what I'm saying? Tap in.
Check in. Tap in.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Shit, I mean, overworked and, I feel like underappreciated at the regular job, but, it's all good. I'm a finesse my way. I always do.
You appreciate it here. Let me tell you that, man.
Appreciate it.
It's all love over here, man.
That's why it's good to be around family. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Cheers to that.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I got some more clients coming in and things like that. A lot of my clients been losing weight. They getting ready to go on vacation. Man, shout out to all y'all for real for tapping in with me.
I seen it with my own eyes.
I ain't gonna lie, hey man,
We're doing it.
You building more baddies than doctors, man.
So,
I love to see it.
I still got open availability, so hit me up. We can do virtual, in person, however y'all trying to do it.
Sure.
Lock in.
Yeah, I love to hear it, man. Well, we got an interesting docket today, man. We are gonna get into a couple of things. Trying to figure out where to even start. I think we should start with the James Harden situation. If y'all are familiar with James Harden, he has recently been seen in pictures and videos with Sweetie. This is coming off of the heels of the, Quavo breakup, situations like that. Now, I seen a tweet go out yesterday that said he cashed out to $100,000 to request a date. So, I guess I ask, would y'all pay a certain amount of money for any woman's attention date-wise?
That's a good question.
Or is there a woman that comes that's not like don't give me a super celebrity. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear like something local that you feel like is bad that I might drop a little thou wow to get the op.
Now is the thou wow, let's say we're just using that. Is it to get her attention, or is that y'all already exchanged numbers, y'all hanging out, and that's pretty much what you spent for that weekend or day?
To get her attention.
I'm never doing that. Ever.
Like putting a deposit down.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
I'm good.
Honestly, I don't know, cause I guess I would use money to get her attention, but I'm not sure if I would like spend it, cause women when they see the money, then you get their attention. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I got it, you know what I'm saying.
If I got it,
I'm not spending $100,000, but I might, it's like booking a trip, like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
It's the same kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's like, I buy your flight out here, I'll spend half on your flight. You know what I'm saying? So I do shit like that.
I think that's a better way than just handing her cash.
Right. I ain't just gonna send you the bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, so you gonna drop the thou and then go spend, the bread at
that's
the
the part.
Because they gonna say, well, they got to pay for their nails. They need some clothes before they get on vacation. They need all this shit. So that's the deposit.
Shout out to Lex.
Yeah, shout out to Lex. So they need all that before you get on the trip. So, I mean, it's still a no for me, but I get it. I mean, now if I'm making millions and there's somebody I'm interested in trying to take out, I ain't gonna lie, I just might.
I ain't gonna spend no $1,000. I keep it. If I make a million, it's just 500 or under. You know what I'm saying? Good business.
Man,
it's a limit.
I'm dropping $1,000 to my girl, and I don't know if I could just do that to a woman, the attention that I'm trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Especially with how things is now. You know what I'm saying? What can you do for me? Like I don't know if I'm just gonna just straight up.
And that's why it'd be easy though, cause like our women want it's like this. It's easy to just boom, and then you got whatever chick you want. You can just show a little change, and then boom, you're so easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like very very easy. I ain't gonna lie, women, y'all are very easy.
He didn't say all.
Making waves early.
But it's a lot.
Right. It is a lot of y'all.
That money will open them legs.
I mean, but that's facts though. And any woman saying that that's not the case for most women is lying. Like most women have a price.
They do.
It's what it is. Like they'll say, "Oh, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that." Yeah, but if it's Drake doing it,
right,
it's different than if it's Darnell that works stocking at FedEx.
Big facts though. Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? Money buys you chances, buys you grace.
For sure. I don't even think women realize that though. I think they so caught in their ways that they don't even realize that you getting bought out. You getting bought out.
Literally.
You literally getting bought out. It's easy.
I think now they do. They just don't care. They would just rather put up with it because they still get more out of it.
More money
at the end of the day, like
I guess so.
They just not like you're saying. They crying. What you say? Crying in the
crying in the Maybach. You know what I'm saying? To the Honda Civic.
So you get if you still stay in that man mansion or a nice house, you get to still ride his whip. You know what I'm saying? And just put up with bullshit, but he's still giving you money, still buying you that watch or
giving
a purse.
You a little more lavish.
I was actually
gonna put up with it.
I was actually around some women and some men. We kicking it. I got some player partners, right? So he messing with a girl. And bro got bread, you know what I'm saying? He out there in Cali doing his thing, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he just paid for everything on her particular birthday, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about our drinks, the couple bottles he wanted to get us, and the lady females that was around was like, "Oh, that's big dick energy on some shit." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just because he paid, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know.
So that mean they trying to fuck too?
Maybe I don't know. I don't.
That's what that sound like.
Maybe I don't know, but it's like it's crazy just because he spent a little money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It don't take much to impress.
Exactly.
I've been saying that.
Exactly. So. Yeah. Back to the question at hand. I give a little something. If I really wanted baby girl, like you know what I'm saying, because I'm not gonna hurt myself paying whatever I'm paying. But hey man, hey baby girl, not 100,000, but hey man, whatever, a couple dollars or something.
Get a piece of that.
Yeah, a couple dollars or something. Especially if I know I'm finna get it. Yeah, why not?
I'll send her some bread for her hair and her nails. I got you on that. You know what I'm saying? Look good when we go on our date, but
That's slick, right? Okay. I see what you did.
That's player too. I ain't gonna do that. I would just give her the money to get to where we going.
I'm gonna say no. I ain't giving her nothing.
I need to book the stylist. You know what I'm saying? Because she might use that money on something else. You never know. Book the stylist. Who your stylist is? Your hairdresser, whoever. Book her, and then go to the nail shop. Leave the bread over there. Leave the tip. All that good stuff.
I gotta go to the nail
just have
shop
it taken care of.
Like, see, I can't. Because I get my feet done too. So if you want me to pay for your nails, I gotta be there.
Okay.
I gotta take part.
I gotta be there.
All right, man. Speaking of hair and nails and hair done, recently Monique, man, came out and made some statements that caused a couple of issues, man. She made a statement in regards to women wearing bonnets. We're just gonna play a little bit of it, and I want to get y'all's response.
Hey, my sweet babies. So, it took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment, and I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie, and I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie gotta talk to her babies and say some real shit. So yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get him in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap, but I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it. So my sweet babies, for the ones that do call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all asses too. But the babies that say auntie to me, please listen to auntie. Always have pride in your representation of you. It's not to get a man. It is just your representation of you, my sweet babies. So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If I see you in the streets, in the airport, in the Walmart, and you got a bonnet on, and you got slippers on, and you looking like, what the fuck? Aunt Nikki gonna tap you and say, hey, baby girl, show you what you worth. Show you what you deserve. So all of those posts that you see celebrities putting out there saying, hey, queen, hey, queen, hey, queen, well, can we start putting it into action?
Nice stopping point right there.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Did I say that?
Thoughts?
Queens. She said it respectfully. She called them my loves, my babies, my queens.
Right.
Like
she did that to try to just ease.
She's trying to soften the blow a little bit
ease
because that's what you have to do, unfortunately.
Right.
But all she said was, when you leave the house, look presentable.
Yeah, I mean,
what is wrong with that?
It's just this era, this time we in right now. It's a lot of people, they want to create their own rules, and it's like they don't give a fuck about nothing. So why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? So it's like they having a battle between, you know, just like she was saying, like the respectableness. Just, you know, it's how people look at you. I understand that you are who you are. You might be a stand up person. You know what I'm saying? So just, I mean, kind of look like a stand up person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't make the rules make themselves. And when you dress like that and you approach like that, it's like you just already had a stigma to you. That just is what it is.
And another thing is it's the traditional ways. Like those traditional ways aren't necessarily used nowadays. Like, you know, back then our mothers, our grandmas, when they would leave the house, they were always presentable because they felt like there was a need to. You know what I'm saying? Like now, women feel like it wouldn't matter. I mean, for the most part, when they're leaving somewhere like that, they probably not even worried about, you know what I'm saying, somebody's attention anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more so like they moving on the way of their comfortability. And that's how they look at it. My homegirl was just telling me this, like, early in the week. She was like, look, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, she's not getting her hair done and then, you know, having her hair down, getting on the plane, flying, going to, you know what I'm saying, wherever, and then the air is different, you know what I'm saying, her hair starts to get frizzy and stuff. Like, she just paid money, you know what I'm saying, to get her stuff done, and now it's bad. And now she got to pay for it again, or she got to find somebody that she's not comfortable with. And, you know, women don't just be going to any old stylist. Like,
you can't wear a hat.
Yeah, take that.
Women be doing stuff all the time. When they hair not done, they be out in the club. They hair jacked up with a little fedora or some type of cap on. They always try to make it fly. You know what I'm telling you? They try to make it fly some type of way if they hair not right. So if your hair not right, like you do it in those instances, why can't you do it?
Yeah, just
when you leaving the house.
Take that extra step of preparation. You know what I'm saying, and get it together. You know what I'm saying. But I will say though, like, for like the early morning and the late night times, like I kind of do understand. Like if you got like a 6 a.m., 5 a.m. flight, then I feel like it's different for me to see you with a bonnet on, because it's like it's early in the morning. But if it's like midday or like 10, 11, it's like, come on, like you know what I'm saying, get yourself together. It's like you should be ready for the date. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't look like you just woke up, or you just not like starting your day, or you looking like what the fuck, like she said. You know what I'm saying? Like you should look like something at some point, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, get up, you know what I'm saying? Snap into reality on some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my thoughts is that I feel like there's so many different options that you can use. I was reading, because it was a woman that basically agreed with Monique on Twitter, and she was talking about, it's no excuse because there's so many different things we can use. We can throw on a wig with a damn headband on it. We can throw on whatever. It's quick things that we can put on to whip ourselves into shape. Not saying you get dressed like a damn Tyra Banks top model to go to the airport. That's not what we're saying. But look presentable. You don't want to be looking ghetto, and that's what it is, bro. And people gonna get mad at me for whatever the case may be, but I feel like bonnet and headscarves and shit in public is just ghetto. There's no way around it. You know what I'm saying? We from the hood. We seen that. People walking to the corner store with flip flops and shit on, bonnets on, hair all over your damn head,
stomach all out.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm fair. Same thing go for men. Do rags in public. It's ghetto.
Yeah, I don't rock with that either. Like I don't see how that's like a trend, like a swag. You know what I'm saying? Like
again, there's so many different. You can put a hat on your head. You ain't got no cut. You can do whatever. But you ain't got to put on no damn do rag on, walking into people establishments in public, and then expecting people to treat you with the utmost respect. I say it all the time. It's like if I got a damn doctor's outfit on and somebody collapse, I can't get mad at the niggas looking at me to save them. I'm wearing a doctor's outfit. You know what I'm saying? So how can you dress ghetto as hell and then expect people not to, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So again, man, we gotta take pride in our appearance. I agree with that. Men and women.
And I like how Monique was talking about you may not want to impress nobody, which is cool, because I feel like everybody, you shouldn't want to impress people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people go out with that mindset, like, who I gotta impress? Like I'm just gonna come, but you should impress yourself on some shit. Like,
that's
you know what I'm saying? Like I did this. You know what I'm saying? Like surprise yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the, you know what I'm saying, the guy that just do all the right shit, but sometimes I be like, okay, I can't wear this because I do want to go in here like whatever, but I be like, okay, let me, let me put on some jeans real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep my hoodie on, but let me put on some jeans real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just because of, you know what I'm saying, the extra stuff that goes into it that may not even have nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I just gotta do it for those sakes. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what it is.
Definitely impress yourself.
Yeah, man. I mean, another thing, you never know who you gonna see or meet out in public. You could be done missed out on a networking opportunity because a motherfucker looking at you like, oh hell no.
That's a big fact.
Compared to, you know what I'm saying, you dressed up decent, you sitting at a bar, you might run into an exec or somebody that can put you in a position to, you know what I'm saying, progress your life, change your life. But you looking like a goddamn hood rat, he ain't gonna present you no.
Hey man, especially in the airport, man. When I'm sitting on planes, man, you never know who you sit next to. I didn't been sitting next to Migos videographer. I didn't sit next to such and such cousin. I didn't sit next to so many people. So you know what I'm saying. You never know. You gotta prepare yourself for them situations because you never know what's gonna fall right in your lap. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to move, like I said, with comfortability. They not worried about none of that shit. They want to be comfortable wherever they going. They want to feel like it's just an easy, you know what I'm saying, step, you know what I'm saying, plan A to plan B. Like I'm moving.
Hey man, well, you know what they say, man. Step outside your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Get uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Great things come from uncomfortability, man. Yep. So yeah, just know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For real.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with everything she said. Yeah. I mean,
But shout out to all my queens with bonnets on right now. You know what I'm saying?
We got love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just leave that shit at the crib.
It's a time and place for it. That's it.
Hey, man.
We going out to eat with
leave that shit in your car, man. All the way up until you get to there.
Or send the kids in if you're trying to
send the kids in.
Send the kids in or something, man. We walk around like that, dog.
Hell yeah. But speaking of uncomfortable, recently Nick Cannon came out and made some statements in regards to monogamy. We just gonna play it. I want to get y'all responses.
Set. Number one, as an OG in this music game, and you've seen every publicity stunt known to man and know all the inside stories. Do you think this is actually real, or do you think it's a big publicity stunt?
I think it's real, man. Any nigga that's gonna go on stage in an Elvis costume in front of thousands of people, that man want his girl back.
Cardi being upset.
Like, I think it's interesting though because. I mean, for one, they don't need the publicity stunts. They the biggest things in music. Like they poppin'. Like it's. But this is like the new soap opera. To be like, we want to know, is Cardi gonna take Offset back? Like we all rooting for him. We all putting our own personal stories into it. And honestly, I think it's a beautiful story of two people who started from nothing, who gained everything, who ultimately love each other, but still trying to juggle in this world of access to like everything they have.
Well, here's the one thing that's kind of interesting to me is that does Cardi really think that Offset is not gonna fuck with nobody else?
That's the thing. And again, people probably gonna hate me for this comment.
He wanted to have a threesome. Yes, he did.
Every man wants to have a threesome, Cardi.
Every man is going to want to have a threesome. He was doing all this shit before you showed up.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Cardi was getting it popping too.
I interviewed Cardi. Really. She's talked about having threesome.
I had a threesome a couple of times, but when I do it, it's just only to satisfy my dude, to get cool points with my dude. But I never really enjoy it. I enjoy intimacy. So I enjoy intimacy with me and a girl. I enjoy intimacy with me and my guy. When it's the three thing, it's just like a show. You know, it's fake, like porn.
If my chick has had a threesome before and ain't gonna have one with me, I'm gonna feel a little left out. Like, why I didn't meet you when you was in the threesome stage?
I see that live TV interview. You can't say you
don't have a conversation.
Rewind that shit. Play it again.
Again, I think I hope they prevail because I feel like their connection is greater than just that. Because eventually, if you really want to work on your union and you got a child together, it's gonna have to go beyond the superficiality of, you know, me out here wanting this or doing this or making a mistake here. Like, y'all got a family. Y'all got to figure that out.
I mean, I just think people put so much emphasis on sex and monogamy.
Yeah.
It's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
It's so fucking unrealistic. Especially when you talk about people, you know, who are in the public eye, who, you know, men, women already know them way before they ever see them in person and so forth. They're doing shows. There's women that throw their panties on.
You know how I feel about monogamy, man. I feel like monogamy is not natural.
Yeah.
It's look at every animal on the planet besides like penguins and seahorses. You know what I'm saying?
Penguins and seahorses.
They're the only monogamous creatures on the planet, man. And it's just like the other, it's just not. Our animal instinct is to be attracted to someone. Now, if you have the control enough to act on it, and it goes back to what I was talking about, the access to excess, it's real easy to buy step one chick, but when you got 50 coming at you, like Chris Rock said it was like, pussy gonna catch up with you at some point. Like, you can run from the pussy all you want, but it's gonna catch up with you.
Well, I have a theory, and I'm sure I'm gonna get bashed for this, but whatever. My theory is, when you look at what's happening these days, right? Like, for example, when you and I were young, if you wanted to meet a girl, you either have to be going to school with her.
Yep.
Meet her at the mall.
Yeah.
Meet her.
You had to actually have real interaction with her.
Mm-hmm. And then once you get a little older, you'd have to go hit the clubs.
Yeah.
You have to do this, maybe ask about a friend. These days, between Instagram, all the Tinder apps, all you're now in a situation, men are in a situation where they have so much more access to women.
Yeah.
And I think that women have inherently lost that power of sex.
It's so crazy.
That they've held on to for hundreds of thousands of years, essentially. And I think that the Me Too movement is a power grab for some of the power that they've lost.
Yeah.
Now, I know people are going to get very angry at me, but I've talked to this. I've said this to women, and they've actually agreed with me.
I believe, especially someone who is a father of a daughter, and even having these conversations with my daughter to this day, I tell her about her power and what she possesses and how she should respect herself. Again, she's 7 right now, so I can't get too graphic, but I try to go in as detailed as possible that there's gonna be so many people that want to leech your power away from you, who are gonna try to take this essence that you possess. And you hit it on the head, man. Like, it's been watered down in such a way that, and that's why I commend and salute the Me Too movement, because I believe the woman is the most powerful being on the planet. When you look at all that they go through and the energy that they embody and how they chakras are aligned, like that energy is real. But because of the vanity, because of social media, this girl showed me this DM, the plutonic friend showed me a DM that she got, and it said some shit like, this dude slid in her DM. First of all, hit her with the DM with mad stacks and jewelry and hundreds of thousands to let her know who he was, mad paper, and was like, yo, I don't want to be your boyfriend, I just want to fucking take you shopping. And like, it didn't work with her, but clearly that has worked before her. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, all right, swipe right, next one. You know what I mean? Like, and to think about like, yo, that's the engagement today. That's how you holla at a chick now?
Yep.
Damn.
It's that easy, bro.
Thoughts?
That's crazy.
First things first, do y'all feel like monogamy is natural? One mic.
I don't want to say it's natural. I just feel like it's more so common, but I don't think that was something that was already common within black people. And what I mean by that is like regarding back all the way, you know what I'm saying, like before slave days. Like those guys, they had more than one wife.
They had villages.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it was. Like the woman took care of the house that she was in. She took care of the kids there, and then her sister wife or whatever you would want to call it, they took care of their household. But the man had multiple women.
They all shared the household.
And it didn't go to, you know, one man, one woman until white people started putting their living, their lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, on our people.
So Western civilization, that culture is what you're saying is what influenced like black folks that came from Africa.
Yes,
essentially is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, here's another thing. I heard I was in Clubhouse the other day. I spent a lot of time on Clubhouse, unfortunately. But I was on Clubhouse and they was speaking about something similar to this. And a guy said, "Why do you think that a woman can only get pregnant one time, or by one man at a time, but a man can go impregnate 1,000 women at one time if he wanted to?" And he presented that question from a biological stance, like men were put on this earth to procreate.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So biologically, our urges are set up that way compared to women were put on this earth to support a man and to be protected by the man that she's supporting.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is why she's only able to, be pregnant by one man at a time. And most women typically just want one man. They could have 1,000 men shooting at them of all kind of age ranges, of all kind of income ranges or whatever. But if they fall in love with one, he don't even got to be the richest. He don't got to be the most powerful, whatever. But she love him. She will curve everybody else for him and be totally satisfied as long as he giving her the attention and protection that she needs.
Right.
But men, on the other hand, most men, when they get into a relationship, it feels like they're sacrificing something to be there.
Right.
So whereas women feels like, they're gaining something to be in a relationship. So I say that to say, does that lend itself to monogamy not being natural to men in y'all eyes? Or is it just gibberish being spoken?
I mean, I don't feel like monogamy is natural, but I do feel like it's possible. I feel like it can happen. I feel like there's definitely men out there that'll be able to do it, and women for sure, of course. But I don't know if it's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the way you explained it was like perfect, like right on the nail. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why men have so many urges. Like, you know what I'm saying? Natural instinct urges to just make moves, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the women with the curves, and we our eyes see something, it's like instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going through a nigga head. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's definitely possible, but I don't think it's normal. I really don't think it's normal.
Oh,
it ain't normal. I mean, it's definitely something that has changed over time. It's definitely possible, but it's something that a lot of men would have to. Shit, that's like almost from birth. Because from birth, we taught, get on these hoes, get, men's women, sleep with many women. That helps you elevate your status as a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't no man until you get you a piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, as a young kid, that's what we were told. You know what I'm saying? But women are told to hold out and wait and find that special person. And
your Prince Charming.
So, yeah, it's coming from that because I guess even back then, like, whenever the king wanted to find his queen or something, like, she was held in a higher regard because she hasn't been touched yet. She's quote unquote pure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's still, in a sense, you know what I'm saying, kind of still operating that way because at the end of the day, a lot of men don't want nobody that's been around the block a lot of times.
Thanks.
We want experience, but you know what I'm saying, you don't want nobody that's just been with anybody and everybody.
Right.
But that ain't the qualifications for men. Because we can do whatever we want and still find the woman that we want.
Facts.
Unfortunately, the double standards that we talk about.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it works more to our benefit than our detriment.
Right.
Continue.
Right.
So I think it's just that's just kind of transition, and a lot of men still feel the same way. If you are in a powerful position of some kind of sort, you have money, you're attractive, like Nick said, you have access to excess. That's just what it is.
It's just too many natural urges and natural temptations for it to be normal. Like, and I know you're supposed to fight the temptations and fight out, but it's too easy for a man to have this. Like, it's too many of it for it to be normal to just be monogamous. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The explosion of social media has made it even harder.
Oh,
the sex. God. It ain't social media. It's the sex put on social media.
Right.
I think that would. A lot of men's urges wouldn't be as bad if all these women aren't posting themselves.
I don't know though.
Naked all the time.
That's true, but still, it'd be just a bad bitch that's way in New York that I'm not supposed to see because I'm in Houston. She could be fully clothed, but it's like, damn, who are you?
But you are absolutely right. But I think that the infatuation is a little bit different. Like, that's more so. I feel like you would want to kind of get to know that person. Yeah, you still may want to hit, but it's like, damn, like I still want to get to know her. But if it's that same chick and she ass naked. When your first thought is, I want to be.
Yeah, I'm trying to
slide.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get to know her. But if she fine and she clothed, it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? She got a little mystique about her, mystery about her. Like, she fine, she got the curves, she ain't showing too much. But, you know what I'm saying? I still want to holler at that. Like, you would naturally treat her different than somebody that's just naked all the time. You open up her page, every single picture, you see ass. That's what's advertised to me.
For sure. Now I ain't gonna lie. Every time
you know what I'm saying?
A bitch go on a vacation, all they want to do is show.
They can't wait.
They can't wait to get in that thong bikini.
Bitch ain't even got to the beach yet. Bikini pictures in the hotel room.
Right? I be like, it's crazy. You know? I mean, show me more. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
Shit, what need OnlyFans for?
That's real rap.
I see that shit all the time.
For real.
Here's a question, Red. How do you feel like we change this dynamic, or do you feel like it's possible
to change the dynamic of
man wanting to just snipe everything more?
I mean, I don't know if you necessarily just change the dynamic. The thing is, you have to understand that men move different than women. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all was just saying, like the way we look at it, and it works to our benefit as more to our detriment, like you were saying. I mean, we can have multiple women. If a man wants to settle down with one woman, he's only going to settle down with one woman. But I don't think it's natural for a man to really just have one woman. Like, you can ask any man, you know what I'm saying, if it's possible for them to have 2 or 3 women, they'll tell you, like, you know, they don't want to hurt their wives' feelings,
right.
But they would tell you, like, if I could have 2 or 3 women, like, yeah, I would.
Sure.
Most definitely.
I need folks. If you want to be one of my 4 mains.
Like, that's just
one of my 4 mains.
That's just the truth. But if you
just gotta afford it.
If you ask a woman,
some shit though.
That's it.
Outside of money, because a man is not necessarily with a woman for money.
Right.
You ask a woman outside of money if she would have more than one man, they're gonna tell you no. They just want one.
True.
Right. I think though the and this, they might slander me for this. They might get on my ass back, and I love it. The only way for it to change, like the dynamic, is if women would listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, men tell women certain things, and they feel like we trying to. Well, some niggas do, but we like, you know what I'm saying? I seen the post the other day that's been going around. I see why my nigga told me to stay inside the house, because it's fun outside. I think women, like, they go and they have fun and they lose themselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? But a nigga be trying to tell you, do this, do that, stay here, don't do this, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to listen because they feel tied down or they missing out. But if you listen to a man, we really trying to protect you from certain things and certain habits. And then, like, we have a lot more women that understand and, you know what I'm saying, and be per se caged in or whatever the fuck the case may be, but you wouldn't be able to do all the stuff, and men wouldn't be able to see all the stuff they see, because when y'all get outside, y'all lose yourselves. Y'all make bad decisions sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I say you're a bad person, but you make bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? So just if you listen to a man more, you know what I'm saying? Then
I just feel we always come from, hey, Larry June.
No, that's that Cole. That's that Cole.
That's right.
That J. Cole. I wouldn't say that you was a hoe. Just made a whole decision.
Right. Right.
I just feel like we coming from opposite ends a lot of times. Like, a lot of times where, because men, you know, we can get a woman pregnant or whatever, early age, whatever. We can still have our fun, go out, do what we do.
Right.
A lot of times, if a woman get pregnant, she gonna stay in the house.
Right.
That's what it is. So I feel like a lot of times they'll get pregnant young and got to take care of the baby, got to work, things like that. And so when they really start making money and the kid is able to kind of do more things freely with other kids or a family, whatever it is, now she, you know, getting closer to 30. Now she got more money, looking a little bit better. That's when she going out, finally discovering herself, and she getting chose now, getting chosen by young dudes, older dudes, whatever. Yeah. A lot of times us, we've ran through that phase all our 20s, you know what I'm saying, and did everything we wanted to do. So by the time we hit 30, we ready to settle down. And they on the opposite end where it's like, shit, I'm just getting my peak. I'm just getting my money. I'm just getting chose. I feel like that's kind of what it is a lot of times. I mean, even with dudes too, because dudes will catch your peak late. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He exposed himself or not. He don't want to, you know, settle down. But I feel like in most cases though, like, it more so happened to women early.
I mean, that's true too. I mean,
I'm gonna be honest. I think if we're gonna change it, it starts from young. I think everybody that's older now, we already too far gone as far as mindset. Your mindset is what it is. You're not going to change a 30, 40-year-old man mind in regards to monogamy. But I think it starts with the children. Like, we got to encourage relationships. And just like O spoke to so eloquently earlier, when we are growing up, we are not encouraged to be in relationships. We are encouraged to snipe
right.
from everybody around us, from our mothers when she says he's going to be a heartbreaker when he grows up, from our friends who's saying, hey, man, we going to see who can get the ass first. We going to see who can get the most numbers, from our uncles and dads. Hey, but boy, when back in the day when I had about 3, 4, I was doing this, I was doing. So you and also from women. Other women, outside women, because just like you said, that's what I meant by it works to our benefit more to our detriment. A man that has a lot of attractive women on his line or on his jacket attracts more women. Why? Because they want to see what the fuck is the hype.
Like a badge of
about
honor.
this, right? Because women are sneaky competitive. They'll never admit it, but they are. They're sneaky competitive.
Keyword, sneaky.
Right.
I was gonna say another thing that could actually help is actually, even if it's not a 2-parent home, but you know what I'm saying, a man and a woman coexisting with the children that they have, because you know that takes a part of it, as you know what I'm saying, with a lot of these younger kids coming up who didn't have a father in their life. For not all women did this, but there was some women who, you know what I'm saying, kept a father purposely out their lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they those same men grow up to be, you know what I'm saying, some ain't shit niggas. So
we're about to get to that in just a minute. Don't give too much. We're about to get to that in just a minute. But yeah. So again, just to tie this thing on up, man. I think it starts young. We have to encourage our young men that being in a relationship is cool, that there's value in that, and until that happens, men are going to grow up with that mindset. And don't get me wrong. There is a biological. I kind of agree with that a little bit. There's a biological thing that makes a man wants to go, quote unquote, sow his royal oats. But I feel like also people can be trained to value certain things. It's just like if I got a kid and I want him to play basketball, I want him to value basketball. We're going to watch basketball from the time he's young. I'm going to teach him out there. I'm going to buy him a goal. We're going to practice jumpers, all that. So when he's 18, he loves basketball because he's been trained to do so. I think the same thing should be done in terms of relationships.
I think that's true too. It need to be definitely put some value in our young men, but also put value into our young women as well, because a lot of times they be like, oh, don't trust these women, don't trust them, you know what I'm saying? Because you really can't sometimes. So if we do both sides, let them know, women know, hey, value yourself, like from young. So don't do this, don't do that, don't. And then a man will value a woman and they can perfectly mate, you know what I'm saying? Because it's there. Like you ain't got a woman that's conniving, you ain't got a man that ain't shit that just want to do what he want to do. So
don't be selling your ass for cash.
Okay, on that note, we're going to get into the quick hit segment.
Let's get it.
Okay, first one. I was engaged in a very interesting conversation last night on Clubhouse in terms of marriage. Title of the room was, Are Men Giving Up on Marriage in This Era? So I thought it'd be an interesting thing to bring to the pod. I'm interested in hearing y'all responses. Do y'all feel like men in this era, 2021, millennial era, are giving up on marriage?
Men or black men? You just saying men, period?
Well, I mean, let's speak from my perspective. Black men
let's go there.
are giving up on marriage.
I'm going to say hell yeah. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Can I get a hell yeah for 1,000?
Should I get a hell?
Nah, for real. I mean, I feel like, yeah, man, it's just like I spoke about earlier, man. It's just too easy for us to do certain type of things. And then when you think about catering to a woman and she wants this $30,000 wedding, this $40,000, this $50,000. I know y'all was talking about it last time, the expensive weddings. Like, why would I do that when I can have all this and then I can find me somebody that's gonna marry me in the church, I mean in the courtroom, you know what I'm saying? And if I don't, I can just keep living this lifestyle. You feel me? So I feel like we, unfortunately, I'm not saying it's a good thing. Please don't act like I'm saying it's a good thing. But yeah, I think we definitely, us as black men, I say we because I'm a black man, giving up on, I would love to get married, by the way, but we giving up on marriage for sure.
I would say yeah, because there's been a lot of, and I've heard it myself, but there's been a lot of stories of where a man say, you know, oh yeah, you know, I settled down with this woman and you know, we had kids, but we didn't know each other, or you know, we grew out of love, and then it like now whenever you have to, I don't want to say you have to get married because I want to get married, but now you have to really understand your partner going forward. You have to understand their flaws. You have to understand, you know, what they excel at, you know, what they're better than you at, and you know what I'm saying, where you lack at. And a lot of that, I want to say, if I was just given a time frame from somewhere late 90s, you know, up to the 2010s. Like I heard a bunch of stories of, you know, men divorcing women like repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? I know multiple men that's been married and divorced multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And it's because some of these people, I mean, they get caught up in the aesthetics of it, you know, the way things look. And, you know, some of it is, you know, it worked financially for both of us. I mean, it's so many things that people didn't necessarily understand. They didn't take the time to really understand their partner. You know, like
that's real.
Like you have to. It's 4 seasons in a year. You have to go through all 4 seasons in your life. You know what I'm saying, with a partner before you really like, yeah, this the one. Like I didn't been broke. You know what I'm saying? She was there. You know, I was at my high point where I was losing myself and I was just caught up in all the attention, and she's the one that grounded me. You know what I'm saying? Like I
see you, boy.
You need
my
that.
man getting his bag. Don't do that. My man getting his bag.
Get
My man getting his bag.
Get in it, baby. Get in it.
Like that's just real, because like I said, it's a lot of stories that black men are being told, especially around my age, about, you know, how their uncles aren't, you know what I'm saying, with their wives, or, you know, their ex-wives, and then you got single fathers now, and you just like, they went through all of that. You know, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to, when I get married, I want to make sure that it's literally this one person for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to have to go through different divorces. Like you got niggas that's, you know what I'm saying, still paying money to women off of 3 different divorces. Like
alimony,
you don't
child support too.
You don't want to go through none of that. That's like all of that. That's almost the same thing as, you know, a man having. I mean, when he has a child with a woman and he has 3 different baby mamas, he's paying all of them. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like all the negatives out of that. You want to narrow down all the negatives as much as possible, which is why. You have a lot more men that's really just, you know, look, baby, I'm with you, I'm settling with you, but I'm not sure on this marriage thing because it really scares me. So
that's real.
Do you feel like men are giving up on marriage in this era?
All right, so me, I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say no, only because I don't think we giving up. I just think we being more patient and more selective. I think that's what it is, because we understand. My opinion, I feel like men understand marriage way more than women do. I'm gonna say that because we understand the work and like all the shit that goes into a marriage. Like we know you can't just turn shit on, turn shit off. Like we understand the totality of the whole thing. Even when you mad, I got to deal with that. If you having a bad day, some kind of way, I got to make sure your day is better. Like there's a lot of stuff that falls on us, and we understand that. Women can just go kind of freely for the most part in a relationship. That's how they feel.
Get coddled.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? So men are more selective. It's like, is this person worth it? Is this person not worth it? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or if I have multiple, it's like, why get married if I got 3 women doing everything that I want to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to narrow down that one when you already have, you know, multiple options. So, I mean, I think we definitely would like to get married, because I know men want to, you know, store their oats and roots and all that good stuff and live on and have a legacy long, you know, all that good stuff. I know we do. It's just women make it hard. Women make it hard in a lot of relationships, and it's just easier to be single and move as you please. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with one woman, send her home, or, you know, leave from wherever. Like it's just a lot easier than dealing with one person getting on your nerves or just don't want to listen to you, or just being hard for no reason. I think that's a big part of it.
And I'll just say this last thing, but men and women, stop saying I bring everything, you know, to the table.
The quote unquote table.
When you're with a woman or when you with a man, first off, learn that person and understand what everything is that they need.
Right. It's they need, not what you need.
Because you already understand what you have. Understand what they need. And then that's how you get the communication to work between the two.
A lot of people don't want to do that.
They don't
even understand that. You know what I'm saying? They like, you got to learn the other person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you learned yourself. And if not, you still can grow with a person, but you have to get out of your body and learn your partner. You can't just be like, oh, this is what I want and this how it's going to be. No, what do they want? You know what I'm saying? How do they want it to be? Now how y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying, make it whatever y'all got, you know what I'm saying?
Which leads me to my point. My point is that a lot of men are waking up and weighing those
options,
positives versus negatives.
Facts.
So whereas in the past, you know, getting married was just a part of natural progression. It's like, oh yeah, maybe we're gonna get up, gonna get a job, get a wife, have a baby, picket fence, and that's success to us.
Right.
It's just a natural progression. People got married because that's just something that we supposed to do, right? But now men aren't doing that so much because there's less pressure on us, for one, and for two, men are just asking questions more. It's like, okay, what are the risks of getting married compared to the benefits or the incentives of getting married compared to the benefits that I'm already receiving before I get married? And that's what the situation comes down to. It's like, okay, especially hearing just everything that we done heard. For one, weddings or marriage has a negative connotation.
That's what it is.
When it comes to men.
When it comes to men.
It's just what it is. Like, again, you can just look, fuck the stats, fuck all that. Look around you. Women, men, everybody. When a woman announces that she's getting married, how does her friends respond? How does everybody around her respond?
I'm so proud of you.
Yes, sis.
You.
It's an accomplishment.
You.
Right? Like, it's praise there. It's, oh my God.
Not y'all.
Congratulations.
You hear from a man. Oh,
you
man.
sure? You sure, bro?
Oh, she the one?
You thought about it?
You think so?
So it's a negative connotation. And in the past, again, because it was what you were supposed to do, men would just do it anyway. But now we're not going for that. It's like, okay, I'm getting a lot of benefit outside of getting married, and I don't want it to decrease. And why do I know it's going to decrease? Because I've heard it from everybody around me that's been married from a male perspective. Oh, man, when you get married, oh, man, the sex is dying down. Oh, man, the cooking dying down. Hey, what that little shit y'all doing right now? And enjoy that.
You're right.
When you get married, that shit over with.
Exactly.
Like, that's what we getting hit with.
Like a prison sentence.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like now dudes is like, I don't know. I'm going to drag this. Yeah, I'm going to drag this honeymoon stage out as long as I possibly can.
Right. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset, for one. And for two, we don't see a lot of successful examples of marriage around us.
Right.
The percentage is low. Right? Fuck what the stats say. Because I think the stats say, oh, 50% of it's a 2-parent household, 50%, whatever the stats say. Fuck that. Look around you. How many successful marriages do you see compared to unsuccessful marriages do you see? Yeah. It's a lopsided number. You know what I'm saying? So when you go into that shit, it's just like going to sit at the blackjack table and the odds of you winning is 3%. Are you going to put all your chips in and play all day at a 3% winning percentage?
Right.
Hell no, you're not.
Right.
So men are looking at marriage the same way now compared to back then. And I think that's what's discouraging.
And I had someone real close to me share this information, and they told me, like, they just went after what they wanted. They didn't care about the scenario. They went after what they wanted. They wanted to get married. They chose the person they wanted to get married to, got married. Didn't love them. Didn't love them. Just told me, out front. But that's what they felt that you should do.
Oh, yeah. That's right. To me. Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, like sitting and taking that in is like that. Not saying that confirmed it for me, but it's just
it gave you to understand.
Yeah, like a lot of women just out here, not saying they doing it on purpose, because a lot of times it's not. You just feel it's just like we're talking about a natural progression.
You just
know what I'm saying. But you should be with someone and they should be happy. It shouldn't be fussing and fighting over the smallest things all the time. Like that's not a relationship. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not whatever. I don't care what we saw. You know what I'm saying? Like you fighting every single day with your partner is not healthy. At all. And that needs to be either addressed or y'all need to break up, because it should, even if y'all have a disagreement, you should be able to talk it out. Right. Somebody may get upset, you know what I'm saying, don't want to talk to you for a day, whatever it is. If y'all care about each other, y'all can get over that shit and move on. And that's what we need more of. Start dating people that you actually like and people that actually like you. Yeah. And you will be fine. Stop dating these people that you like begging for their attention and begging to spend time with them. No, cut that shit out. I'm telling y'all now, cut that shit out. Men and women.
That's a fact though. That's a fact. But on the contrary, like for me, when I get married, I look forward to the struggles, because I feel like, okay, what are we going to overcome?
Right.
It's like I want to overcome every, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's not going to be peaches and cream.
Right.
It's not a fucking fantasy. You know what I'm saying? It's real fucking life.
Real life.
You know what I'm saying? So I know we're going to, you know what I'm saying, clash. You feel me? Because I'm an alpha. I might marry an alpha woman. So, you know what I'm saying? I look forward to the struggles and how we get through them. It's going to be a beautiful success story. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people, they want that hoe to go just smooth. Right.
Yeah,
they want to just go like a slide. Just slide
They
on.
want their life. They want their life to look like the pictures that they they idolize of social media. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand like a lot. Those people go through a lot of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could say, you know, just throwing a name out there, but I mean, just recently seen the man got divorced. But Jeff Bezos, that nigga is breaded.
Yep. Bill Gates too.
Bill Gates
just got divorced too. Yep. Both of them.
So.
Both of them. Like
all the money in the world. Couldn't save their marriage.
Couldn't save the marriage. Like
at all.
That just goes to show you, like, you know what I'm saying, that even having the most money in the world isn't going to, you know what I'm saying, save your marriage. Like, you really have to go through the seasons.
Yeah, for sure. Like he was saying, for sure. And another thing I think is ruining the whole idea of marriage is I don't really like this. I don't know how y'all feel about it. The whole movement of I'd rather have a bond than a title, and I definitely disagree with that because if you have a title, that means you have the elite amount of communication, which essentially is the bond. Like you have to be able to communicate with this person to understand why you have that title or why this title is here. So if you just got a bond, I feel like that's just, I don't know what that is. That's just some shit in the air that can evaporate.
You're giving room for wiggle room.
Exactly.
You're
like
giving
you
a lot
definitely
of
need
gray
a title.
area.
You know, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Definitely get a title. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that whole bond versus title thing is kind of like making people let go of traditional old boyfriend, girlfriend, wife and husband type things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask y'all this. I mean, would you rather have love or loyalty?
To me, I think love is loyalty. So I mean, I just had somebody. I had to have somebody that's on that same accordance. So I feel like everybody gonna have their own answer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have given great answers to why loyalty is more important, and I rock with it. But I feel like love is loyalty to me personally. So I mean, I guess I rather have love.
Okay. I mean, I was just asking because I was like the way I look at it. I mean, you can love somebody, but you can also hate somebody. You know what I'm saying? And to me, hate is just love. It's just you hate them because they're not reciprocating the action of which you want them to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's loyalty, regardless what happens, you know what I'm saying, none of your secrets are spilled. They understand who you are, and they may dislike you for a moment, but it's still there. Like they know they'll never turn on you. They'll never leave you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And also like somebody can be loyal and dumb. So I don't encourage like dumbness. Like even if somebody was loyal to me and then they was hurting themselves or doing stupid shit, like I want you to be the best you can be. So don't be loyal to me just because you feel like you're supposed to do it, or it's like you can better yourself without, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes loyalty can be misconstrued or like just used in a different like way. Like don't be dumb because you're loyal to me. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be the highest you can be. So I'm sticking with love, man. I'd rather you love me because if you love me, then you probably love yourself. And that's what I need at you. You know what I'm saying? That's how we going to work. That's how we going to mesh. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want a dumbass friend that's around me or a dumbass girl that's around me. Like, I feel like we can't build. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your brain is not on the same wave as mine. So you may be loyal to me, but it don't mean nothing. Like, you're useless to me. You know what I'm saying?
Not bringing me benefit with the loyalty.
There's no benefit to your loyalty at all.
I get both. But I would feel... I feel like love at the end of the day would trump it. At least it should, based on the definition of what love is. Love would be heavier than loyalty and to me, because it sees no wrongdoing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that would kind of tie into loyalty with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna check you.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it respectful.
We need that.
You know what I'm saying? So I would go with love over loyalty if I'm choosing that.
I would weigh them evenly, and the reason I would is because I feel like both of them are conditional. Both of them,
that's
loyalty
true.
and love, because you can love a motherfucker, but like if they cheat on you, shoot you, stab you,
right,
do a bunch of negative shit to you, I won't love you no more.
Right.
This is what it is. Like, don't get me wrong, I may still care for your well-being, but I won't love you. I don't have no love for a nigga that would do something like that to me. Right. And loyalty is the same way. Most people are loyal according to convenience. Most people.
That's true.
Once they stop getting benefit from you, or there's no mutual benefit there, they have no reason to be loyal no more, and that's why they'll drop off. So I feel like both of them are conditional, and that's why I would weigh them the same.
Okay.
But just to get back to the question, both of them are necessary in terms of marriage. I'm married. I can speak to it, man. Like it's a day-to-day proving ground. It's work. There's no way around it. Most people think, oh man, when we get married, everything's just gonna go smooth. That's the epitome. That's the mountaintop. No. That's the beginning.
Right.
Exactly.
Of what the uphill climb is gonna be, because new normals have to be set. There's new obligations. There's new limitations. There's new us getting to understand each other, because now our business is tied together.
It's like a whole new relationship.
Yeah, our livelihoods are tied together. Our communication has to be on point, because we are one now. You have my last name. Like, we are family now.
Right.
We are parenting over a child. So it's like all the little petty shit to where when you date, I can just walk. All right, man, whatever. Yo, what, you tripping? All right, man, I'm out, man. I got time for this shit. Marriage, it don't work like that. When you signing up for that, you signing up for a lifelong journey of waking up and proving to each other that we both belong in this situation.
Yeah. Square business.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like it is. And love and loyalty is required for that to happen. Both of them equally, to be honest. Dope ass question, man.
Right.
Man, y'all boys is kicking ass, man. Okay. Speaking of relationships, we can get right into the next one. It's always an interesting topic. I want to hear y'all responses to it. Do y'all feel like men are intimidated by successful women? Women with their own bread, women with money, do y'all feel like men are intimidated by that?
Never.
Why or why not?
Because when they bend over,
Hold on to
we see who in charge then.
This boy sick.
We see who in charge then.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say, look. I'm gonna say, hell nah. It's this cool guy, man. This powerful guy. This guy that's very popular, man. He made a post that he was saying.
I don't want to say no names.
I ain't gonna say no names, but he cool like the AC and he trill like a motherfucker. But look. Hey man, he say, man, look, we not intimidated. It's just we don't want that we annoyed by that masculine, them traits that come with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like women, they get, or they think that they in this sense of power because, they doing their thing and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you don't gotta be so shit on everybody ish. You wanna put your foot down all the time. Like, baby girl, I don't got time to be dealing with that. I really don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? I treat you the same like I treat everybody, because in my mind, I'm supposed to be the one that's providing and protecting for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about what you got going on. I don't give a damn about what you got going on. I'm trying to what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? When you can add on or whatever, but like all that intimidation stuff is idiotic. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to be battling with you in the conversation every time. You trying to prove that this, hey, baby girl, I thought we getting to know each other. Come on now. Like, trying to take me down. Like, come on, baby girl. Why would I want to endure in such a thing like that when I just want a couple drinks with you? You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy myself. Facts. I'm not trying to turn red and yell to top my lungs at you. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I'm not intimidated by you. I just don't want to deal with all the extra stuff that come with you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
I know you got your own money. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly, the fact that you make your own money and you're in a position of power, that's attractive as hell.
That's sexy.
It's big sexy,
that's
baby.
sexy.
Come on now.
But guess what? Instead of you taking your car to Jose and Juan and they charging you, you know what I'm saying, 3 arms and 2 legs to change your brakes, hey, take your car to me.
There we go.
I'll change your brakes.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Grown man behavior, right?
There we go.
Hey, look, when you wake up in the morning on Saturday, guess what? You got a full tank of gas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and your money in your
got
pocket.
you. You know what I'm saying? Just because you make your own, just because a woman makes her own money doesn't mean that she doesn't need a man. You still need him. There's still things that a man can and will provide for you. Like, if you make your own money, baby, girl, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's even better. That's more money for us.
You get tired of bringing that case of water in the house every time you go to the store.
24 pack.
Yeah.
Shit.
That motherfucking water been sitting in the car for 5 days.
She been waiting on somebody to come help out.
You taking one at a time out until you get to your weight limit. You know what I'm saying, baby girl? Come on now.
You need us. Y'all love us.
Heavy on the knees. Need a man. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Peel back that masculine energy, because all you're gonna end up doing is just you know what I'm saying, pushing men away. Like, if anything, you're gonna more so be single.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of men, we want our woman to be a woman with us. We don't want no nigga. That's just real.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, push all that back. It's cool. You make your money, baby girl. I promise you, I ain't got no problem with that. Even if you making more than me, hey, that's even better because that's gonna give me a grind to
exactly
push myself up to see how much more I can make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But all that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't need you to do this. I ain't gonna be here then. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gone.
I'm gonna treat you just like I used to treat these other females. So I would drop dick and dip. Shit.
Hey. I like that. That's gonna be my next caption, boy.
Put that on the shirt.
DDD, triple D, drop dick and dip.
I'm just saying, like, if you don't need me, that's what I'll do going forward. That's cool, and this won't be a relationship because obviously you don't need that. You got that with yourself, obviously. So.
Hey, next chick to ask me, what can you do for me? Hey, baby girl, drop dick and dip.
Damn.
What was the question again?
Question is, are you intimidated by a successful woman?
No, never, ever. Yeah, like we were saying, it's just more about women going back to being more feminine. Like, they don't want to hear it, but that's just what it is. Like, at the end of the day, I don't want to be combative with nobody. I'm not saying I want you to depend on me. I'm not saying I want you to just be whining and, oh, help me. I'm not asking for all that. I want you to still be a woman. I still want you to be fine. I still want you to be feminine. Like, we do stuff together. It could be the simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I want you to get me to open your jar every time you need help opening the jar. Like, I'm not saying stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? To make me feel more masculine. We're not asking for that. We just don't want the same energy that we giving off. I don't need to be waking up in the morning. I'm making myself breakfast or something. You got an attitude. You want to be super aggressive. We get home from work. You want to be combative. Yeah, we both had a long day. You want to be combative for no reason. Why the trash still in that? Like, damn, we just got home. I'm going to take it out. Does it have to be at this second? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's another thing, too. Like, a lot of times in relationships, when women tell you they want to do something, they want you to do it right then, like you a kid or something. And I don't like that. I will do it when I do it. When I feel like it.
Don't get done.
And I may get in trouble for that, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one, I'm going to do the extra stuff. I'm going to wash the dishes. I'm going to wash my clothes, stuff like that. But shit, if I leave it on the couch for a day, so what? I'm going to do it. If you don't want to fold it, I'll do it. Ain't no problem. I just don't want to finish it right then. Sometimes, that's what it be like sometimes because they like to give direction. Women love to give direction.
Right.
I agree. And I think it stems from, again, like I said in the post underneath it, I said it stems from them having to be masculine and advance in their career. Which I get, you know what I'm saying, because most of y'all are in male-dominated fields, so you couldn't just be super feminine to get far in that field. You got to have some kind of masculine, some kind of go-get-it energy, which I get. I'm all for it. Go out there, chase your dream, get your bag, get your degrees and all that shit. But when you walk in the crib, you got to be able to flip that switch off. You know what I'm saying? And that's not saying for you to not be independent when you get to the crib, but that's saying I don't want to get into a dick measuring contest with my significant other.
Woman.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to explain to the women, bro. It's just unnecessary combativeness. That's not saying I don't want you to, if you disagree with something, speak on it. Sure. Yeah. But there's a situation, like there's a lot of women, right, that are in leadership roles in their career. So when they get home, they want to call the shots on everything. And what that's going to do is, okay, if we picking bed sheets, that's an argument. If we picking which, do I want to get 2% milk or whole milk, that's an argument. I want to eat steak or chicken legs tonight, that's an argument. Everything is an argument.
Right.
And then what happens with us is that mental fatigue sets in. And then we be like, well, I don't feel like dealing with this. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to find a chick that's more feminine, that's more understanding. Don't get me wrong, she speaks up. But everything is not an argument. And the reason that they do that, a lot of them independent women, successful women, again, is because they feel like they got to prove to you that they can lead, that they don't need you.
Yeah.
I got to prove to you that I can do this by myself if you wasn't here. And I feel like that's detrimental to the relationship.
And one more thing, I think, like communication. When women talk about communication all the times, like some women need to communicate better too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want me to do something, ask. Do you mind, baby? Do you mind? Can you? Something. Don't tell me do this, do that, because you wouldn't like it if it was the other way around, because you would feel like a man is bossing you around or something like that. So I think approach with that too is certain words that you can use. Do you mind picking this up for me? Do you mind on your way home? Like stuff like that. Don't say I need you to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's I'm like, hold on.
Exactly. And that also go back to what bro was saying. Learn your partner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Learn how to speak to them. Learn how they operate. Like bro say, he gonna do it in a couple days or a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Okay, allow him to do it in a day. Allow cause that's what you dealing with. This nigga might do it immediately. This nigga might take his time. So learn who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying?
That right there requires a certain level of humility. Going back to the marriage topic, I'm married. I tell people all the time, the first year of my marriage was rough. Because we was constantly clashing and trying to figure each other out. Now, mind you, we'd be knowing each other since we was kids. But again, how you are when you're a kid compared to when you're an adult, that's two totally different things.
Right.
So we had to make that adjustment. And I think now we in a good space because we understand how each other is going to move in every situation. And we're not trying to challenge it all the time.
Right.
It's like, okay, just like us getting dressed for an event, right? My wife is late. She likes to do things last minute as far as getting dressed to go places. So me being a husband, right, I could just complain about it. Man, get your ass, what are you doing? Come on, man, over and over and over and over and over again. Or I can tell her, hey, baby, the dinner started at 6 when it really started at 8.
Boom.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that way she getting dressed, boom, boom, boom. Then when we get in the car, nah, baby, don't worry about it. We ain't late. It started. You know what I'm saying? It's little adjustments like that you make. You start to adapt to your partner. But again, that takes a level of humility. And like, okay, this is the way you do things. I don't agree with it. I don't do it that way. But I can make adjustments enough to where our relationship can function in an efficient fashion and we're not arguing or we're not going at it all the time. And I feel like most people don't do that, and that's why their relationships don't survive.
Facts.